Okay, so we're continuing our football club history series. We're going up the road from Dortmund to Gelsenkirchen, so we're staying in Germany. We're looking at Borussia Dortmund's historical rivals, not their biggest rivals, their historical rivals in Schalke. Now, Gelsenkirchen is a smaller city or town in Germany than Dortmund, but it's in the same region of Germany. Now, Schalke were founded in 1904. Their home stadium officially is the Arena auf Schalke, but for sponsorship reasons is the Veltins Arena. It's a more modern stadium. It was built basically for the 2006 World Cup. Currently has a capacity of 62,273, so it's about 20,000 smaller than the Westfalenstadion, but it's a modern facility. Schalke are historically very successful. Their league championships all came before the Bundesliga era. 6 of them were in the Nazi era of Germany. Now, the Nazis used sport as a political tool, so they did not suspend league play during World War II. Whereas here, the UK government suspended league play under the Defence of the Realm Act after 1939. In Germany, Adolf Hitler and Joseph Goebbels, who was the propaganda minister, allowed league play to continue, which is very important when we look at their honours. So, before the war breaks out in 1939, they win 4 league titles. They win 2 league titles after war breaks out, and then after the war they win their final league title not long before the Bundesliga era. So let's look at their honours. They first win their first silverware in 1934. 1935 they win their second league title. 1937, which is a very important year, and we'll discuss that later in the video. 1939, then war breaks out. 1940 and 1942. Their final league title was in the 57-58 season after they restructured German football to the more modern Bundesliga-style format with top tier, second tier, and so on. So yes, the dark era of German history coincides with a very successful spell for Schalke, for good or for bad. The DFB-Pokal, the German Cup, they've won that 5 times. 1937 is the important year. They are the first German club to win a league and cup double. They win it again in the 71-72 season, 2000-2001 season, 2001-2002 season, and the 2010-2011 season. So they've had a very good history in the German Cup. The League Cup, the old German League Cup, which is now a defunct competition, they won in 2005. The DFL-Supercup, they won in 2011. The UEFA Cup. So when Borussia Dortmund are winning the Champions League, they're winning the UEFA Cup in the 96-97 season. They also managed to get hold of 2 Intertoto Cups in 2003 and 2004, which allowed them to qualify for the UEFA Cup. Now, here's the fun facts. Yes, they are the first German club to win a league and a cup double. They're the second largest club in Germany behind Borussia Dortmund for membership. 160,000 members, which means they're the 4th largest club by membership alone globally. So that's a fun fact. And their biggest rivals are Borussia Dortmund. So there you go. Now Schalke. Some very famous players have played for Schalke. I'm going to name 2 of them who had great success with other clubs. Raúl of Real Madrid fame, and a certain Manuel Neuer, who has made great strides with Bayern Munich, winning all those trophies. He started off as a Schalke player. So there you go. There's some very, very big name players who played for Schalke. There was a period where they were sponsored by Gazprom, which was a bit controversial at the time and is still controversial now. But yeah, the interesting thing about this club is their most dominant spell is in a very dark history for Germany as a whole, where sport was used as a political tool by the dictatorship of the Nazis, and that's when they're winning all their league titles, apart from one. Is during that dominant spell in the 30s and the 40s. The Berlin Olympics takes place, and the Winter Olympics takes place as well, and Adolf Hitler and Joseph Goebbels use sport as a political tool, and unfortunately, Schalke, great history that they have, that is part of the history of German football as well, is it was used as a political tool, and that is the reason why they won 2 further league championships during World War II, when in other countries league play have been suspended. But under a dictatorship, propaganda purposes, league play was allowed to continue during great hardships for people across Europe. That's an interesting one, but there we go. There's a history of Schalke. A mixed history. They've been less successful in more recent times. They've had their struggles. They've been in the second Bundesliga as of last season. They got promotion, winning the second tier back to the Bundesliga. They've spent a fair few seasons in the second tier over their history. They haven't always been a Bundesliga club since the Bundesliga era, so they've been up and down the top 2 tiers in German football. But there are some fun facts in there, some interesting facts in there, and their biggest rivals historically are Borussia Dortmund. And when I also want to dispel this myth about Bayern Munich, other clubs in Germany do win silverware, and Schalke are one of the most successful clubs in German football. So there you go. Thank you very much for watching. Please place your thoughts in the comments section below, and I'll have some more content for you very, very soon.